My 36 husband, 41, is fighting with me over my health problems. What do I do? Sorry for using a throwaway, but my husband occasionally reddits, and God, I need to vent, really vent. So recently, after years and years of dramas and issues, including 2 years of my son, I've been diagnosed with stage 4 endometriosis, adenomyosis and uterine fibroids. It sucks, but hey, at least I now know that all of the pain and associated badness aren't all in my head. Long story short, a solution I was offered was to have a Mirena IUD placed, which, in some woman, is supposed to stop menstruation. No bleeding. Sounds great, but I'm wary. I've had to have 2 copper hides removed in the past, once due to displacement found after an early miscarriage and one due to partial perforation of my uterus. Also, my body hates hormones, really hates them. My specialist, who's the pre-eminent endo specialist in my state, basically says it's this or a hysterectomy. I know there are many women out there who have had hysterectomies and are happy, but I'm not there yet. Emotionally, it seems so permanent. I feel too young. What if it causes more issues than it fixes? What if it kills my sex life completely? What if? You get the idea. So, I have the Mirena placed out. It was done 2 months ago now, and fair to say it hasn't been a success. It's been 2 months of constant bleeding, weird pain and really awful mood swing. My specialist says it can take 3 to 6 months to set. I'm prepared to wait it out because I just want to have a solution to this goddamn disease. Until a few nights ago, when there's a pain so intense I can't breathe. I'm no wuss with pain. I had an ovarian cyst rupture and bleed into my pelvis, and I took almost 12 hours to get myself to hospital. But this was otherworldly. It died down. But something wasn't right, and still isn't. Off to the dry go, who refers me for ultrasound. I went yesterday, and here. It's not great. The ultrasound tech was fantastic, friendly and knowledgeable, and had no issues with giving me what information he could. As soon as he saw my uterus on the screen, it was clear that the IUD had moved, like my uterus was empty. Nothing. No device. He had a hunt for it, and saw it way down past where it was supposed to be, which would explain my pain. The freakin thing has embedded itself somewhere near my cervix. My body has partially expelled it, and it's lying sideways trying to escape. More ouch. He can't see if it's actually perforated anything, but suspects so and is sending the pics to my Durasat. I'm unsurprised, but I'm gutted and angry and disappointed. I keep hearing it's this or a hysterectomy in my head. I get out to the car park and call my husband, who listens and empathizes and says he has a hug for me when I get home. Awesome. Right, I get home. Not so awesome. I start explaining what I saw in more detail and what I know. Husband interrupts, stops me, says he'd rather hear it from the specialist. I'm like, why? I know what I saw. And what I know, I was there and saw everything on screen clear as day. He says he doesn't think the ultrasound tech should be diagnosing anything. I go quiet. Why? He notices I'm quiet, gets annoyed, asks me what he's saying isn't fair enough. I say, no, it's not fair enough, that he needs to listen to the information that I'm giving him. He says he is, but thinks the specialist should be the one to confirm first. I'm seething at this point, now not only gutted and disappointed, but now feeling like an idiot. Husband is getting more annoyed by the second. This is turning into a fight. Why? He says he doesn't know what to say to make me not angry with him. I tell him he doesn't have to say anything. He needs to listen. Ask me questions if he needs clarification. Understand what I'm telling him. His response: I'm not here to dance to your narrative. I'm in terror. He leaves the room. I'm not going to lie. Everything hit me at that point. All the pain, anger, frustration. I let out a scream, start sobbing, and run into the backyard in terror. He comes out, asks me what I think I'm doing. I tell him to please go away. He does, and now he's not talking to me. Radio silence. Since last night, and here we are. I can't reconcile this. I don't understand how someone who is supposed to love me could be this cold and unempathetic and just cluelessly mean. We fight, he and I, sometimes really badly. But this is something else. I'm confused. What do I do? What would you do? I don't want him to be involved with any of my medical stuff anymore. Honestly, is that just me being pet? Too long. Don't read. My husband won't listen to my answers to his questions about my health issues. I get frustrated. He gets angry. Now we're fighting. Edit, I've decided that I want this thing out. It's caused me nothing but pain and bleeding for the past 2 months straight. I'm sitting in it waiting. My husband has asked if there's anything he could do, but he didn't offer to drive me or to come with me. He's home. Not working today, and I'm really hurt by that. Edit 2. It has managed to get the ultrasound report faxed through. I didn't even know people use faxes anymore. And have a look themselves, and it's clear that the IUD is misplaced and needs to come out, like I tried to explain to my husband. So I'm waiting, alone, stressed and unhappy. Yay me. Edit 3. I had the IUD removed, horrific, and drove home in terror. Husband was up when I got home. No hug or anything, but helped set me up in a dark room to get some rest. Then, surprise, surprise, another fight. This one was him asking how it went, if there was perforation. What to do now? He asked if I would or could get another one placed, and if it's possible to have it placed any other way. I said no. That's not something that's possible, and he says, but have you asked the questions? And I say no, and he says, how do you know? I'm baffled at this point and actually go to get a piece of paper to draw my anatomy and how the IUD is placed, but he gets annoyed and says he doesn't want to see. We both start getting irritated. I cannot understand why he's doing this again. And he thinks he's being logical. I am now upset, go for a shower crying, and then think I'm going to give it one last shot. I go and try to explain to him the pain and trauma I've been through and how this stuff has just made it worse. And it turns into a full-on fight with him refusing to see my son. I yell at him that this is my issue, and it's not about him, and he tells me to f off and go. Now I'm just about hysterical, and he yells that I have mental health problems and need to see someone because I'm kicked in the head, and I yell back that I don't know why he's being such a thing bastard. And now I'm sitting in my car with nowhere to go, feeling sick and sore and so lost. So yeah, that escalated quick. These comments surprise me. I don't think it matters if the results were accurate or not. You were hurting. You were in pain. You needed empathy. Do you feel like your husband lacks that? How does it make you feel? Is it something you can move past and still feel respected and cared for? Best of luck, and I hope you are able to eliminate all this pain you've been going through. Just wanted to say, it's not IUD or hysterectomy for endo and adeno. I also have both and highly recommend getting another opinion. For endo, the best thing you can do is have excision surgery, which is where they basically go in and cut out the disease. They can also do things like steroid injections into the uterus and such some nerve endings to help pain. Please don't feel like a hysterectomy is your only choice, especially since it's been proven the disease can still grow back afterwards. I just want to say that having a hysterectomy really shouldn't change your hormones unless they take your ovaries too. My sister had a hysterectomy at 38, and she seriously loves it. She had the same fibroids, endometriosis, and polyps issue. Having your uterus removed shouldn't change your hormones or sex, drive, just your ability to have children. But on another note, your husband needs to be supportive and kind, and it didn't sound like he was being either of those things. This is a big decision, and you need support and love and understanding during that.